So, Jushi on this map, I don't know if this is a pretty nice pick because you might not have a very nice meditation garden. Also, you have a bit of lack of mobility early on, but on the other hand, I mean, you could go for Pro Scouts. You have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 deers per day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 28, 27 deer packs on this map. So you have a good amount of food, and also you have a lot of sheep. So Chushi could go for a pretty nice fast castle timing, and and then have have knights on the field pretty fast. Also, Japan can go for, or the Japanese player can go for a fast castle timing here, and with the Yoshiro inside the stable, he also can print knights pretty fast. Maybe not the fast like Chushi, but pretty fast. And also he could go for the mounted crossbows. It's not the name mounted crossbows. I mean, we have to check later what's the name. I don't know yet, but they could go for this. So will be interesting on this map, because boss are pretty fast in a situation where they have nice mobile units. Meanwhile, the Japanese player here has the ability to bring a mobile anti-cavalry unit on the field. So let's see what they go to. Both players decided to open with only a single scout. Sometimes you see 2 scouts on the map because of the amount of sheep, but I mean, Chuji might not go for it because they are just 1 worker behind because of the IO they already have in the beginning. I don't know if there's a timing, or if they can go for it, and how much it hurts or not. I don't play Chuji at all, so kind of lack of experience. So he goes for the meditation garden directly in the base. So he has berries, gold, and stone in it, I guess. So yeah, pretty sure. Meanwhile, the Japanese guy did an interesting opening. He wants to go for the Bannerman opening, it looks like. Aging up now at 304. Normally you can start aging up at 240 sometimes, or what? Not normally, but there is a build you can start aging at 240. And now he's going over to gold, stays on the berries here. What is a pretty nice opening. I like to do it as Japanese as well, because your sheep is staying longer. And the berries, when you eat them at first, yeah, the exposed food is done, and the safe food under this to see is still available. So Akors still finds some sheep on the map. Here in the corner, he has 11, missed one, no, 12 more, and is still moving on the map. Just dropped 1 patch of sheep already. What he scouted on the north right of, on the right side of the map, if you call this the right side. Now he's scouting the base of JHill, and has to be careful, Luckily, JHill did not garrison anybody in time, so 30 damage already. Imagine all those villagers get garrisoned. This would be a nice amount of food here for JHill, and hurts Akors a lot, I guess. So, because he's very depending on the food, maybe he definitely goes pro scouting. The tech is already in queue and already done in 4 seconds. First scouts are on the field, so 4 now overall. Is he building more? No, he's not. So 3 per patch, and yeah, that's pretty rough. And also the survival technique is clicked, so here Akors is definitely go for the classical pro scout G build. Meanwhile, do we have any bannerman yet in on the field? We don't, and we see a Rex coming up by JHill. So JHill might address the fuel or just wanna go with some feudal fights. Also, he's building a tower at the berries, but no, and a second tower on the gold, so 2 on gold still. There's no castle transition planned yet, and he wants to go safe. Meanwhile, his scout is sitting behind the base of Akors. Let's see what he is seeing. Oh no, the scout is just moving. He should have seen the deer, and he also knows now there's a lot of gold incoming for Akors. So Akors definitely want to go for the fast castle. Is now building the first spears. But why is he going for spears at least? Because there is no horse. Oh, because of the bannerman, sure. Uma Bannerman is now on the field, and the direction is straight up to the gold of Akors. And yeah, the first spears are out to protect the gold, and the Uma Bannerman won't do any damage here, most likely. Uma Bannerman is waiting. JHill saw the spears and just circle around, moves away. Meanwhile, he's going for some honor bugacious to do what? I guess to prevent the pro scouts. Also some horsemen on the field. Try to contest the pro scouting. 6 deers already on the mill, so nearly 1 standard pack or classical pack on Akos side. Now the next patch is coming in, but a horseman is waiting there, catching the scouts. Scouts are moving back. The next scout is in production by Akos, when I see it correct. Yeah, on a Bugatti is at the gold, gets a lot of shots by the TC, 2 at least. Third one killed it, and on a Bugatti, so is dead. So gold is still fine. Another horseman here patrolling on the deer in the corner. Also the Uma Bannerman on the deer in the south. So on each deer pack, nearly he wants to go for some eyes on or something like this, and try to defend the deer by gathered or by catch by carried for Akos, but the spear is moving out now, and this Uma Bannerman won't have any fun here. Meanwhile, JHill is also targeting the castle timing, and the first hits by the scouts might not look like a big one, but the deflection shield is gun, so the spears could instantly do damage to the Uma Bannerman. Not only the second shot, but the first shot instantly could damage the Uma Bannerman. What's kinda mad bad for the Uma Bannerman for JHill. Meanwhile, the Shaolin Cloister is coming in. The Uma Bannerman tries to go into the woodline once he saw the spears out protecting the deer, but another spear is already there protecting the woodline, and just now JHill is aging up. 9 deers now on the mill. Well, this is quite a lot of food for Akos. He could print here. Pretty sure he could can print here some knights, but first of all, he is more and more and constantly producing spears to do what? Rest the rally point. For the relic, to contest the relic and cover the relic. Pretty good here, pretty nice here. First Shaolin Monk is on the field, just collecting the relic in the middle, covered by spears, and also the first knight is on the field. Not yet supervised by an iota stable, but the mill, it looks like. I guess it's the blacksmith to get in the technologies, or that was the intention, I guess, but technologies are not clicked yet. Wheelbarrow is in, nothing else in echo or military technologies by Akors, although the first knight kills the scout. The next scout battle with horsemen are here on the middle of the map. Shaolin Monk is moving not to the middle of the map, first of the fast away, the longest array, the safe relic for JHill, protected by no one at least, because the spears are on the field going for... I don't know where the spears are. Oh, the spears are trolling together with the knight, chasing the Uma Bannerman, or no? Not? They are now waiting on the sacred side, so maybe they just tried to chase the Uma Bannerman and the horseman and something like this. Meanwhile, JHill gets one relic in here, and also... Oh, it's not showed up in the statistics, I see. Also... Wait, what's going on here? Oh no, really? I have to restart the game later. However, meanwhile, Akors is active on the map with his knights, but there is a decent amount of spears or military at the base for JHill to protect his gold together with the tower. First relic is dropped in the Shaolin Kloster, church, whatever, and first relic is on the way home by JHill. It's just safe in the base, so we'll see what's about the second relic. It's running here. Meanwhile, a lot of knights, 8 overall, are on the field with those should be Suganus, right? Yeah, it's Suganus. Together with knights and some spears, although the Shaolin monks, but we already have veteran spears by Japanese. Just 7 on the field, 8 on the field, 3 in production, to get rid of the lancers by the Chu Shi player. Meanwhile, there died the first echo unit, or the first echo damage is done by Akors to JHill. Also on the flank here at the gate, there's some fighting. Now the wood line gets pressured by Akors with some knights. Could be a decent amount of damage here. Second villager is dying, third villager is dying, might be dying, and yeah, it's dying. Wololo tries to defend, and the knights are in the Wololo, but escape just in time. Good reaction here by Akors with the knights. Now the dive inside the TC range is just happening. 8 wills total killed, close to 9. Maybe there's another one dying. No, yes, now it's dying, but this one just survived. See shots to another knight, minus 10 villager kills. 2 knights still back in the base, so the dive was, I would say, worse. Losing 2 or 3 knights, I guess, should be worse with all this echo damage and the dead villagers. So idle time and dead villagers overall. But there's a good amount of spears on the field. 14 now. Onamushas are added in, but 9 knights with 8 Suganus and also 6 spears on the side of Akors. Quite not sure. We have 20 4 army units against 28. Now 2 spears just died, 29. But here, coming in the next night, 6 overall, just moving into the base, directly tries to dive and to hit the town center. Just the gold vein, just the food, the farms. Another 2 villagers died, yet the third one, fourth one is dead, but the spears are now in position. But I think 2 are not enough to get those 4 knights then. Oh, never mind. 14 dead villages and just pretty low damaged knights. 4 in the back, 5 in the back. Samurai on the field. Now adding a tower in the lumber camp outside of the wall to get some more wood and to add some farms. I'm not a fan of I tried Japanese a couple times on this map, and I'm not a fan of adding farms that early on this map, because I mean, sure, those are all of them are pretty much exposed berry patches, but and there's a Chuji civilization on the map, which has a good amount of food under the TC, next to the TC, right on the middle with an IO, so he can print a disgusting amount of units and military. But I mean, this landmark here now gives 76 wood in a minute. So sure, you can add some farms, every minute 1 farm with this landmark, but also you can go for, if you just collect gather food with just 4 villages or something like wood with just 4 villages, something like that, to go with 5 villages, a house and a tower on each berry patch. Yeah, second by second, minute by minute, whatever, and with the passive, kind of passive stone, you can go for a spring unit emplacement. So Japanese has some decent opportunities to go on the map without being too much exposed. But now, meanwhile, I was talking, the counter push is coming in. JHill tries to do some damage here, get some picks off. 4th at least, 5-1 is dying, maybe a 6-1 is dying, 6-1 is dead, and also Akors decided to move with his knights into the base of JHill. Meanwhile, the spears get caught off guard by the Zugenumas. He tried to burn their house here, but yeah, decided to leave the base, and meanwhile his immobile army with all the spears are on the opposite of the map, and the dive with all those 10 knights into the base of JHill is just real. Killing a lot of more villagers, 6 at least, 6 more, I think it was, oh, just only 4 more, however, it's enough. Now we have 18 dead Echo units on side of JHill and 8 on side of Akors, so the Echo count is 39 to 48, but JHill did some interesting. He put 1 Yashiro in the house and 1 in the lumber camp to gain some passive resources. 70 a minute by the lumber camp, and also 46 or 70 a minute by the house, food and wood. And the knights here getting caught off guard, killed by all the spears and the Onamushas, and this might be quite a good military damage for JHill, but the question is, will JHill recover from the echo damage he get done by Akors? Also, Akors has 3 relics, 4 relics in his what's going on here? In his hand, and all the 3 relics, so the passive gold income is just kicking in now quite a bit. It's just one village on gold. Oh no, here a bunch of more villages. 13. It's a very exposed position here, but Akors don't have any mobile army. I mean, he has some Bugattis inside, so on our Bugatias, six overall, 7th in production. So those it's a crazy and dangerous raiding unit. I mean, sure, it's just an infantry unit, but the movement speed is quite good. So 1.5 according to a knight with 1.62. I mean, the knight outrun the honor Bugatia, but at least it's 0.25 movement speed faster. So a villager with 1.29 don't have any fun. Even though there are only 4 going for a raid, the DPS against villagers is quite good, quite dangerous. So this is a pretty rough situation, or pretty dangerous spot for not the exposed spot for Japanese raid. JHill could decap 2 of 3 sacred sites. The south one is still owned by Akors, and the next night raid is coming in. Should be spotted out by JHill, but the reaction by JHill is not there. Might not seen it because he's was focused on something else. He has 350 stone, so he could print 3 sprinkle towers around his base to get a bit safer against those night raids with a couple spears, but decided to push through the map and try to do some damage. 3 villagers get passed by the army of JHill. No, JHill saw it. Those villagers are dead. Meanwhile, they tried to build a tower. Raid in the base is still ongoing, but samurais and spearmen are there to try to defend it. Springle's tower are now surrounded, or the base is now surrounded by Springle towers, so he already did it. What I supposed, or what I said he could do. So obviously he already invested the stone into Springlet towers. One of the Japanese strengths to protect his base. Now fighting here in choke point with the infantry heavy army. Just a mangonel in the back to try to get rid of the Zuganumas, but I guess it's not enough. The army count is still dropping also. There were some knights coming in from the back, killed the mangonel, and yeah, the army value is quite good for JHill, and also the destroyed value is quite good for JHill here in this case. Army value is now dropping because some honor mushas get caught off guard, but they are mostly Zugunus grenadiers now mixed into the army. That might be not funny, especially there's a heavy melee infantry army comp for JHill. So let's see what's going on here. Mangonel is still there, 2 Springles are there, but I don't know why he's going for Springles anymore, because overall Akors did not go for any melee mess. He's going now for some palace guards, 5 on the field, 3 in queue, still massing and adding in Zuganus. So what could become interesting, also adding in a second TC and keep at the front to get protected, or to get more protection by this army waiting and sitting in front of the base of Akors. Military count 55 to 43. Army values now getting advantage on side of Akors, and yeah, could come a longer game than expected. I think Prairie is a map you wanna end early, or is a map you don't wanna go for any boom play or something like this, because the difficulty is to go for any booms because of the openness of the map, also the farm transition like G loves to do, or China loves to do, is quite expensive. You don't have that much of wood, or just all those small wood lines. So overall, maybe you have enough wood, but it's always exposed. So it's quite a difficult situation here, I guess. However, we see the boom play by Shuji, by Akors, run by with mounted samurais. One and a Umo Bannerman get denied or defended, so no serious damage done here by JHill. Meanwhile, JHill is waiting in front of the base. He's more and more adding honor bookgacious. Just a nice mix of army. Another Mangonel is coming in, so don't know if you really want to go for Una bookgacious against this GNU mass. Knight in the wood line and one of the smaller wood lines by Akors. Akors reaction is there, but -2 villages. However, 10 villages ahead, or 10 echo units ahead. The IOs are included, so not only villages. Another knight moving down here, and yeah, he tries to roam. He tries to get a lead, or just keep the map control in his hand while using the mounted samurais. Meanwhile, he's adding more and more siege into his main army, now pushing into the keep directly with siege and melee infantry army, but just walking in without any. Now he's reacting, now he's clicking on the keep. The Springles coming in by the chip by Akors, supervised by an IO, and now the Springle print is going for 5 on the field, and I don't think this is a fight JHill can get any more, can win anymore, because the GNU together with the Pringles, with the debuff by the Grenadiers, this is a pretty rough army comp for JHill to handle with, and you see how the melee units get killed. But interesting, the melee infantry, even though they were destroyed in just a blink of an eye, they did more damage than I expected. But the Springles, at least, they do the work to killing the last samurais and honor bookgacious. But mounted samurais coming in, and it's getting hot because both armies are, yeah, dying here. So in the end, one mangonel, 2 mangonels destroyed on side of JHill, also most of his infantry, and on the other side, Grenadiers, we have 2 left on the field. I'm not sure how many there were before, but we have lost a lot of Zagunus, so this was even trained in army value, or destroyed value, but wait. No Yushiro in this inside the town center. No second TC. I'd expected higher equal lead here for Akors. I mean, 5, 6 different in worker kills, so Akors is ahead in worker kills in echo damage. And he's on a second TC, so he might forget to queue up some wilds during these fights, during these stressful situations. And now everybody is going more and more on exposed resources, still adding farm by JHill. Meanwhile, he has the map control, so his opportunity here is to eat all those berries. Don't invest any wood into any farms he's adding here. Maybe this row because he added these one when once he had no map control, but the other one there were no need for, because he is still camping in front or waiting in front of Akors base. So there's definitely an opportunity to push in or kick in food. Echo using the berry bushes, another night run by killing 2 wills in this tiny wood line here, but spears and zugunus are in position, and at least only 2 villager kills. Meanwhile he's on 2 TC Akos, but now the traps in front of the base working on the keep, so pressure by JHill is still there. Also, the army advantage is still there. Now getting building up a tower at the front next to the traps, next to the infantry army with a springlet placement pretty soon, and also fortified tech is clicked. So this is not a likely position Akos want to push in, but JHill is committing. JHill is committing. Akos tried to push on the traps, also with his siege and stuff like this, and I think he did not expect that much big of an army by the Japanese guy here, and this infantry army is just destroying and molding down all those GG Zugunus and Springlets, and GG is called. Japanese just won the game. JHill won in this series against Akors with interesting Japan play, quite difficult in the castle transition timing with big echo damage here, and then followed up by a second TC. So echo lead gets improved by Akos. I think overall army lead dropping down here. Meanwhile, JHill is pumping all his resources into military. Akos is trying to go on his boom play, just investing food into villagers. So if he would use all those resources instead of a second TC and try to kind of boom or just follow up boom, instead of that pushing all those resources into military, that could be quite different game. So as I said, I don't feel any booms on these maps. Not at all. However, GG, nice game, 31 minutes. And yeah, let's go into the next series. Let's see if we find another.